Good morning, and Happy New Year to all. I hope everyone was able to rake in the new year the way they wanted to. Doesn't have to be with a bang. You didn't even have to stay awake to watch a ball drop or nothing. As long as you did it the way you wanted to do, all the power to you. I hope it was good, and I hope you have good well wishes during this new year of 2022. Me, I'm awake right now. It's about quarter after 6 in the morning on the 1st. Um, I've been looking forward to this because, like anyone else, I want this to be the new year, the new you, the new efforts, the new striving. I have to make sure I get back on track with what I wanted to do initially. And I like doing this because you kind of like draw a line in the sand and you level set. And hopefully you make this where the effort begins with a new vigor, with a new motivation, with just new things on the horizon and a nice, fresh, clean slate to get into. Now, I haven't been on the air for like 3 weeks now. And I will say, just got wrapped up in the holidays. And I am talking about it from a physical and diet and weight loss point of view. Just completely caught up. Just everything that's been going on. Um, this time of the year, besides just regular holidays, there's other life events that happen. I mean, I have an anniversary, I have a birthday, I have kids. Now, Halloween is more of a thing. So I think everything from Halloween until last night was a period of regression. And it was a period with which I just allowed myself to be taken by the stream, by the flood, go back into old habits, and say, I'll try next year so I have 2 months to just screw around. Well, those 2 months are over. Now, the last time I actually made a cast that was productive, I think was the beginning of November. November 4th, I was able to finally dip down into the 250s. That was the first time in a long time that had happened. And I had followed a 20-pound weight loss. Well, shortly after that, I had said something about the Halloween candy lying around and just giving into that kind of temptation. Ticked it up a couple notches. Not a whole hell of a lot, but a few. But since then, I never dipped back down into those 250s again. And like I've said from the very beginning, I know this is all my fault. I've done it. It's my efforts that I stopped. It's my progress that I impeded. It wasn't the strong motivating factor that it was initially when I was on the road to dropping those first 20. So now I have to get back on it. Now it's time to really buckle down and do what needs to be done. So I did what I try to do every morning, is when I wake up, take care of your ablutions, jump on that scale. Let's see what a night of fasting has done to put my body at a level playing field that I know where I must begin again. And the number wasn't what I like. It really wasn't. In fact, it's been a little bit worse than what I thought it was going to be. So I'll throw it up here, my nice handy dandy high-tech post-it note. But here, 266 and a third. Okay, I didn't think I'd get back to that high again, even though I used to start this whole thing at 282. That's still an uptick. I believe since the last time I was on, that's about 3.5 larger than it was on December 10th. That's the last time I made a video for you. Now, it's only 3.5. It's larger than I want. I think it's doable to get rid of. But when I look at it in context with everything else, when I hit the 250s that one day, 259.7, now I'm looking at 6.5 pounds over that. That's 6.5 pounds in 2 months. It's not hard to do, to gain weight. It's just literally just having some bad things, doing nothing on its output, and just allowing it to happen, thinking, tomorrow I'll take care of something tomorrow. Maybe I'll have a salad, and that's it. Well, if I'm going to have my salads, I got to start doing it almost every day. It's got to be a lunch or a dinner. So what am I going to do about this? Well, I'm a big fan of to-do lists. And one of the things with my to-do lists is I like to just cross things out as I accomplish them. And there are some days that I can just have a full day to myself. Maybe my wife's going to watch the kids all day. It's my one day off of work, like a Sunday. I'm just going to knock out things because the progress that comes with taking care of business, TCOB, gives you more motivation to do more. Now, I have a project to rebuild some of the closets in my house that I took out some of the wire racks that were in there, and I haven't done it for the bedrooms yet all year. Well, I got to work myself up to actually getting that taken care of. But in the meantime, I have some other small things. There's a couple things that I need to pick up from the store that were just on a list, like, something? I should go to Home Depot one day and get that one special bolt, because that's all I need to hang up something in the garage. I just haven't gotten the bolt yet, so I can't do the project. Well, to-do lists. Things to go to the store. It's all written on here. Pick up the bolt. So now once I pick up the bolt, I can go do that. Nothing's stopping me from doing the project that needs to be done. So then I'll go and I'll do that project. And if the project takes me an hour, hour and a half, good. That's an hour and a half of me being in the garage doing that project, something I want done anyway. But then I'm not inside. I'm not snacking. I'm not just sitting down. I'm being a little active. I'm jumping up on ladders. I'm sawing things. I'm screwing them together. While these might not be high caloric activities, they are still activities. I know this. It's in my mind. I know this. I just got to do it. So, I got to take care of some of my little projects, which then will give me the nice progress. And as the rolling stone goes down the hill, it gathers more momentum. Then you start doing medium projects. Then you start doing large projects. So January, just January alone, forget 2022 in total. January is going to be how many things can I knock off a list to find that fulfillment of success and to make myself get more motivation to take on the larger projects. For instance, this room alone, I finally one day got bored of seeing the detritus that was all on the bookshelf behind me. So what did I do? I had some shelves that were sitting in the garage. Shelves that I had installed in the last house I was in, but they were just taking up room and not being used. And one day it just occurred to me, wait a minute, I can put those up there. And I took out all the little tchotchkes and knickknacks that were on my bookshelf and threw them up above where kind of they belong. And now I can see my books. The bookshelf is what's supposed to be. It just looks cleaner. I actually made myself a cleaner environment. And that kind of makes the thoughts a little bit more clearer too. It is, I think it's the Romans had a couple sayings, a sound mind and a sound body is one of them. That's one of their theories where all you had to do was put the temple, your body, keep it physically fit. They were very active, very strong, almost like cut. Think like 300. They were like cut people. Have that sound body, and your sound mind will go along with it. It might have been touching on those concepts of just clean living, and therefore nothing's clogging the arteries, and then a good oxygen can go to the brain, and you can think a little bit better. There's another saying, I don't know where this one comes from, but a place for everything and everything in its place. Meaning that it shouldn't just be a detritus of a bunch of stuff on a desk. And even I have said it before too. There's an old saying about, I think it was Einstein. After he died, people looked at his desk and things were just strewn everywhere. It was very, very cluttered. And while that might work for Kaiser Soze to make a story just looking at a cluttered board, if you have things kind of neat and tidy and put things where they need to be, A, you will always find it, and B, it just gives you less chaos in your environment that you can think straighter. So I'm going to try to do that kind of stuff. I have little projects left, right, and center. In fact, in this office, I've got things over here. I got slippers I got to mend. Over there, I got an entire table by the television that just has all projects that need to be gotten to. I've got to-do lists coming out the yin yang. I've even got a whiteboard up on the wall that I finally took out of storage that has already been filled with little things that need to be taken care of. If I concentrate on that, I believe that I will spend less time just sitting here in this chair. And less time just being like, I'm bored, I want a flavor in my mouth, let me go grab something. Now, this is twofold. If I ever have to say, I want a flavor in my mouth, I gotta make sure that I find the flavor of something healthy. It should be carrots. It should be celery. It should be something else. Granted, I know it's going to be a step down from the things I would enjoy. Like, for instance, we still have a whole container in the kitchen of holiday cookies that were made with the kids and my wife during Christmas. I just have to be vigilant and avoid it. As simple as that is to say, it takes just a little bit more effort to actually do as well. So, I usually never do this, but I'm going to say this. This is my resolution. My first part I'm going to keep very doable. I'm going to keep my goals within sight. So the first thing I need to do is erase what I've gained, what I'll call my losses from 2 months ago. So I've got 6.5 pounds to get rid of to get back to where I was 2 months ago. Now, in these last 2 months, it's possible I could have lost a whole ton more. So I've put up barriers, I've put up my own obstacles that didn't have to be put up at all. For no reason, for really no excuse. But I did it. Okay, it's in the past, I can't change that. But I'm here now, I'm going to move ahead. First goal, get rid of the 6.5 that got increased. That I would hope wouldn't be very difficult, seeing how I had changed my diet back to its old levels prior. The second, I did 20 already. Let's do 20 more. That's my main goal right now. Total loss 40 from when I began this on September 1st. And maybe over the course of one full year from September 1, 2021 to September 1, 2022, I'm going to have an amazing story to tell. And while I tell it, you're going to be hearing this chapter by chapter. So, again, Happy New Year to everyone. Please wish me luck. Wish me some good prayers. Normal YouTube rules apply. Please like, please subscribe. Ring that bell to hear what my progress is going forward on now. But now that it's a new year, now that it is January, now that it's 2022, all the holidays are left behind. There should be no reason why I backslide going forward other than my own personal laziness. And I don't want to be lazy. Again, wish me luck. Thank you very much. I'll talk to you soon, hopefully. Bye-bye.